Hey. I'm Stephen Joseph Dawson, and my heart is like racing like really fast right now. I guess, I want to speak from the heart. I've heard so much heartfelt testimonials. I'm not surprised by any of them. You guys, this is just a definition of what happens when you are really legacy minded. You can't be this way on accident. You have to be this way on purpose. I'll give a little bit because I don't want to get up here and my allergies start acting up. I did not come from the best situation growing up, and I was a part of the OCBF mentorship program. I was involved in gang activity and drugs dealing, and I don't know if the church just got wind of it or what, but like they just started sending people to my house. Mr. Ballard, they would have this thing where you would go play basketball, and I think that was like the lure, right, to get people to come play basketball. But after it, you could have the mentoring part where you got to talk to people. And they were familiar with my mom. It was not a great situation or whatnot growing up. It was a lot of rough times. So the church would try to do a lot to help, whether it be help my mom, help us, everything. Just you fill in the blank. And Mr. Ballard was honestly the first man I met that like I actually believed him. My godfather was a cocaine dealer, and I learned what I learned because I was around what I was around. And short answer is that when I would have these Saturdays on occasion, I would go up there and I would see like such a stark difference as far as approach, like the way he talked to me. I would get in trouble all the time. And the one thing that I remember, he would say to me, he would be soft, polite. He never made me feel bad. He never made me feel like, oh, you're stupid, you messed up again. That never happened. He was just gentle. I'd never seen a man be that way. I'd never been pursued and loved by a man before. I didn't have a father. He used to come over the house. I used to go over, spend time with him, and literally everything was up for discussion, and I mean everything. He would ask me, he'd be like, "Oh, do you know my niece Farrell?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know her," or whatnot. And but I didn't want Farrell to know I knew him because I was afraid, like she might tell on me. Because we went to school together. So I just remember so vividly, he was like my little secret. Like it was something where I got to feel normal. I used to go out at 12 or 1 a.m. in the morning, 10, 11 years old, and I'd shoot basketball on the outside goal. And if I made 10 shots, I would have a vision of seeing my father one day. He was consistent with me. He never dealt harshly with me. I thought it was fake. I wanted to believe he was fake for so long. Like, I never saw a black guy talk that proper. It was not normal to me. And it was consistent. Met the wife, and I was like, Miss Beverly loved me too, and I believed her. like I believed. That's the best thing I could say. I was kind of like the surrogate son that was just kind of out there. All the kids knew me. Everybody knew me. Like Asher, Blake, like all of them knew me. But I was always, I was the third wheel. I was never the main guy. I was always the one on the outs. But the short answer is that they made me feel like family. When I said that he talked about Jesus all the time, like every time we was on the phone, he had to pray. He always wanted to pray about something. Sometimes I wouldn't ask about something because I didn't want him to want to pray. You know, like I didn't mind him praying. I just didn't want to be on the phone, like, you know, to do that. But that's who he is. That's who they are. And I begin to realize that, you know, that's the kind of man I want to be. I travel a lot for business and this, that, and the third. And when Asher reached out to me and told me what he wanted me to do, I said, man, I'll move earth to do. I will be wherever they want me to be. I will do whatever is needed. I didn't know it was a surprise after I read the email. I should have been paying attention. But short answer is that I have been my family. I'm married for 20 years. A lot of the commitment, a lot of my understanding of masculinity changed by meeting him. My understanding of how to deal softly with people. Scripture says that a soft answer can turn away wrath. The importance of having an individual relationship with God. He would always talk to me about praying and stuff like that. And like he would read the word, and I just, at the time, you know, where I'm from and the stuff where I was involved in, just it didn't feel like God was that close to me, if I'm gonna be honest. And I just felt like I saw, like in hindsight, being able to look back to see the kind of husband I want to be, to see the kind of father I want to be, the kind of friend I want to be. I hope and pray to God 20 or 30 years from now, Lord, say the same, that my kids are doing something like this, right? And all I can think of is that legacy. So one of the things that I've been asked to do, I've never done this before, so please forgive me in advance if I'm not the best at it, is we're going to do a vow renewal.